There's a hidden layer to this world, a level where logic bends, biology stuns, and space rewrites the rules. In that realm, snails can sleep for years, plants know when they're being eaten, and Venus has days longer than its years. Do you think Earth days are long? Try spending one on Venus. It would take the equivalent of 243 Earth days to complete a single rotation. That means a day on Venus is longer than its year, which takes just 225 Earth days. To make things stranger, Venus rotates backward compared to other planets, so the sun rises in the west and sets in the east. Imagine watching a sunrise that lasts months. Venus isn't just scorching hot. It's a slow-spinning anomaly in our solar system. Antarctica isn't just cold, it's bone dry. Despite being covered in ice, it's classified as a polar desert. The air is so dry and thin that you won't feel the usual sting of cold moisture on your skin. Instead, the dryness pulls moisture from your body, dehydrating you faster than in a hot climate. It's a place where ice burns, winds slice, and your breath freezes mid-air. Antarctica is a paradox, a land of water where nothing flows and nothing feels wet. It may look light, but water is heavy. 1 US gallon of water weighs about 8.34 pounds, 3.78 kilograms. That means 10 gallons weigh nearly as much as a full-grown man. This density gives water its incredible power to erode rock, shape rivers, and fuel life. It also explains why carrying water uphill is no joke. Simple, clear, and essential. Water might be nature's most powerful invisible weight. Every drop adds up, and over time, it can move mountains. When conditions get tough, some snails don't just hibernate, they vanish into sleep for years. Certain desert snails can enter a state of deep dormancy, sealing themselves inside their shells to survive drought. These survival naps, called estivation, have been known to last up to 3 years. Once moisture returns, they reawaken and continue life like nothing happened. Imagine sleeping through wars, storms, or generations. Snails are more than slow. They're the time travelers of the animal kingdom. They may look like seaweed or coral, but sea sponges are actually animals. They lack hearts, brains, and nervous systems, yet they filter thousands of liters of water through their bodies daily. Their cells constantly rearrange, and some species can regrow from a single fragment. Sponges were among the first multicellular animals on Earth, with fossils dating back over 600 million years. They don't move, but they feed, grow, and reproduce. In the underwater world, sponges are the quiet architects of marine life. When a massive star dies, it explodes in a spectacular event called a supernova, releasing more energy in seconds than our sun will emit in its entire lifetime. During this explosion, the supernova can become brighter than the galaxy it belongs, shining across millions of light years. These cosmic bursts forge heavy elements like gold and uranium, seeding the universe with stardust. Every atom in your body owes its existence to such explosions. You're not just made of matter, you're made of the fire of ancient stars. In space, burping becomes dangerous. Without gravity, gas and liquid don't separate in your stomach the way they do on Earth. So when you try to burp, you might get a mouthful of food and stomach acid along with it, what astronauts call a wet burp. That's why space meals are designed for easy digestion and minimal gas. In orbit, even something as basic as burping is re-engineered for survival. Space doesn't forgive biology, it challenges it at every turn. They can't run, but they can fight back. Research shows that plants can detect when they're being eaten by insect vibrations or chemical cues, and they respond by releasing toxins or distress signals. Some even communicate with nearby plants to warn them of danger. Tomatoes, corn, and mustard greens can all mount biochemical defenses in real time. Plants may be rooted in place, but they're far from passive. They sense, react, and defend like warriors in silence. Pigeons aren't just urban freeloaders, they're surprisingly self-aware. In controlled studies, pigeons have passed the mirror test, a psychological experiment used to assess self-recognition. Only a handful of species, like elephants, dolphins, and magpies, can do the same. This suggests that pigeons have a sense of identity, something previously thought to be rare in birds. They can distinguish between other pigeons and their reflection. It's a humble bird with hidden intelligence and awareness you never imagined. The Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean is the deepest point on Earth, plunging over 36,000 feet, 11,000 meters, into the sea. That means it's deeper than Mount Everest is tall, by more than a mile. Down there, sunlight never reaches. Pressure is over 1,000 times greater than at sea level, and temperatures hover near freezing. Yet, despite this extreme environment, life exists, from giant amphipods to glowing microbes. The trench is Earth's final frontier, still largely unexplored. It's not outer space, it's inner space, and it holds mysteries just as profound. Elephants don't need weather apps. They feel the Earth's mood. Using their sensitive feet and trunks, they can detect vibrations in the ground, including the rumble of distant rainstorms, sometimes up to 150 miles away. This ability helps them migrate to water during dry seasons, guiding the entire herd to survival. It's not magic. It's low-frequency sound detection, a biological radar built over millennia. Elephants are deeply emotional, intelligent, and in tune with nature, in ways we're just beginning to understand. They walk with wisdom, and they listen to the earth. You may not look like a banana, but genetically, you're halfway there. Humans share about 50% of their DNA with bananas, a wild reminder of how connected all life really is. DNA is the universal language of biology, and many of its basic instructions are shared across species. This overlap doesn't mean you're turning yellow. It just shows that life builds from similar blueprints. From bacteria to bananas to people, we're all part of one massive genetic family tree. The difference is in the arrangement, not the ingredients. It has no brain, no nerves, and yet slime mold can solve mazes. This single-celled organism searches for food by sending out branches, then retracts the dead ends, forming the shortest path. It's even beaten computer algorithms in some cases. How? By sensing chemical gradients and optimizing efficiency through biological computation. Slime mold doesn't think, it adapts and learns through movement. It's like nature's version of artificial intelligence, born billions of years. Ego. In the race of problem solving, you don't always need a brain, just smart instincts. A bolt of lightning may last just a fraction of a second, but it packs extreme power. Its temperature can exceed 30,000 Kelvin, 53,140 Wiedexia, which is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. That heat vaporizes air, causing the explosive shockwave we hear as thunder. Lightning forms from electrical imbalances between clouds and the ground, releasing instant energy. It's nature's violent exhale, capable of splitting trees and igniting fires in an instant. For all its beauty, lightning reminds us that power is not always measured by time, it's measured by intensity. They're tiny, squishy, and virtually indestructible. Tardigrades, or water bears, can survive the vacuum of space, deadly radiation, boiling heat, freezing cold, and crushing pressure. They enter a cryptobiotic state, essentially suspended. Animation, curling into a dry ball and waiting until conditions improve. Scientists have even exposed them to space radiation on the outside of satellites, and they came back to life. These microscopic legends prove that life is more resilient. than we ever imagined. In the search for aliens, we should remember, Earth already made the toughest survivors. Each of these facts proves one thing. Life bends rules, breaks boundaries, and rewrites everything we thought we knew. From lightening that out, shine stars to mindless moles that outthink machines, reality is a never-ending book of wonder. These aren't just facts, they're reminders of how much we still don't know. Curiosity is the first step, and awe is the reward. So keep exploring, keep asking, and never lose your sense of wonder. Because when you see the world through this lens, everything becomes extraordinary.